Hi, and welcome to our open house 2023. I'm Miss Watts. If you couldn't be here tonight, this is a way for you to see what went on at open house. My name is Miss Watts. I've been teaching at Sam's now for 6 years in the STEAM room. I have my master's degree in coding and web design, and that's where a lot of our focus is, especially in eighth grade. But we do touch on robotics, we touch on 3D printing, and basic problem solving and engineering. Um, for exploratories, especially for our new students in sixth grade or just new students in general to SAMS, exploratories, which STEAM falls under, like your specials, run for 36 days. So it's a really shortened class. So you do have to be on top of your work. We use a platform in STEAM called Schoology, and students will log on to that and see their course. And we will use that daily in class, and we will cover how to log in and where the class is and how to find materials daily. But also in Google Classroom, there will be tutorials in case they forget how to log in. My grades are updated almost daily. And that occurs in both the Schoology gradebook that students can click on, which is on the left-hand side of their screen. They have a gradebook, or in Skyward, they'll be able to see their grades as well. And they can see comments on their assignments in their Schoology version of the gradebook. So if I tell them why they lost points, they can see that in the Schoology gradebook. And finally, late work will be accepted with a late work form, which they'll find in Schoology and Google Classroom. They'll complete a late work form, and they can turn in any late work all the way up till the 32nd day of class, and of course, for a reduced credit. But they still can get credit for doing their work. And I grade late work on Fridays. So, what does STEAM stand for? The S in STEAM stands for science. And when we talk about science in class, it will cover things like the scientific method, problem solving, experimentation. That's kind of how we involve science in the classroom. The second letter of STEAM is the T for technology. We use a lot of different technology in class, from the computers that we use daily. We use those for coding. We use text editors for coding. We use Lego robots, and we use a 3D printer during class. The E in STEAM stands for engineering. We incorporate engineering in the classroom by doing different design challenges where students have to build things like bridges, towers, or build structures with the Legos. And we also talk about the design process itself and what's involved in coming up with a design. The A in STEAM is thrown in there for art, and students do have an art class during their time here at SAMS, but the art in STEAM is more like blueprints, mathematical art, tessellations, architecture. We do stop motion video design. So that's kind of how the art is involved. And then finally, mathematics, M. We calculate on our different lab reports, different calculations, area. We do cost analysis, measurement, and students will be graphing during class. So it's basically a review of concepts they should have covered. It just strengthens them and shows them how to use them in different realms. If you're wondering why STEAM is incorporated into the middle school, there is a QR code here that you can scan, and you can watch a video on YouTube about why STEAM is important. Also, if you want to have an overview for parents that I filmed, it's from back when we were virtual, a tutorial on how to access Schoology as a refresher for parents. There's a QR code that you can scan and access that video as well. And finally, if you have any questions, my 2 email addresses, my Google email and my school email. And finally, if you're just curious on some more facts and figures about STEM and STEAM, you can click the link below. And I'm sorry I didn't get to see you tonight, but I look forward to meeting your student during our 2022-23 school year. Have a great night.